Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. Today is Monday, and it has not been the best Monday. That is for sure. Is definitely been a Monday for me. Hope everybody is doing great and had a beautiful weekend. My weekend was not too bad, just very busy. Um, Yesterday we went to get my daughter, and my plan. If you go to Hobby Lobby, you're going to know what I'm going to say here in a minute. My plan was to go get a few more skeins of the yarn for that Gentle Ripple blanket. And well, originally I was supposed to pick my daughter up on Saturday. So this was what, was in my mind as my plan. And then I had several other places to stop, like Lowe's, because I needed to pick up some stuff at Lowe's. And we needed to go to Dollar Tree because I haven't been there for probably a good, I don't know, 6 weeks or maybe 2 months, something or other. So we ended up, my daughter asked if she could stay till Sunday, and I said yeah, and I didn't even think anything about it, y'all. So I had my husband get off the interstate, go to Hobby Lobby to pull in there and find out, oh yeah, they're closed. And he's like, really, Kimberly, they're closed? And I went, so yeah, that was like, I totally forgot about them being closed on Sunday, because I had this in my mind of doing this the day that we were picking her up, which was originally supposed to be Saturday. So I didn't get that done. And so we got back on the interstate, came back to Indiana, basically, into an area that's actually 20 minutes here from where I live, that we go quite often. Unfortunately, it's really like the outer circle, basically, of Cincinnati, even though it's in Indiana. And so we go down, come back through that area. Unfortunately, it's the only way to go to Kentucky, that part of Kentucky anyway. So that's why we go that way. So anyway, ended up, we went all over the place. We stopped and got some food when we got back to Indiana, and then we went to Lowe's and picked up the stuff. And I was irritated because, so I have the Lowe's app, and usually I go on there and just, I do this like every week because I'm always needing stuff from Lowe's. If you've been watching, you know that we're remodeling a 2-story commercial building that we're living in. So we're always needing stuff. And I had this stuff in my car, and I tried like 6 times or something. I don't know what the problem was with the app. Would not work, and it kept telling me technical error to remove the items from the car. And I was just like, so we had to go in and get the stuff. Which I wanted 4 bags of gravel, because I've been putting gravel down out back around, like, there's like a concrete, almost like a concrete patio area, basically up against like where the back door is, and then clear down here to the driveway. And it's not very big or anything, but a lot of it's broke up and it's gravel. And we've just decided, we're gonna just gravel all that. So I've been putting gravel back. I already did like in front of the back door, and like coming out, and trying to go like down this way now. And so I have my husband take the big thing that you push to get the bigger stuff. He had to get the gravel and all that. And then, but y'all, I thought I was going to die in the store. Like, I have not been, well, last week I just felt so rough that I actually sat a lot. So I thought I was going to die in the store, because like I could not handle the walking, because my pain was so bad in my hip, my sciatic nerve pain. And so I was trying to hurry up and get through there, and we're trying to find the other stuff, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to be out of here. So finally get that done, and then go over to Dollar Tree, and I had to go through there, and I was starting to feel like slightly better. I guess maybe my pain pills were starting to kick in that I had taken. So I don't know, but I felt slightly better going through Dollar Tree. But I did get a little bit of yarn from Dollar Tree, but it was really sad, y'all. I should have took a picture, because so like where they had really stocked like months ago very nicely, where the whole like display that's about like this wide or whatever was all full in this Dollar Tree. But when we went yesterday, it was so picked over, and there was hardly anything there. And I ended up getting just 3 little skeins of the Just Chanel by Premier. And so I got 2 of those in an aqua colorway, and then I got a really beautiful purple. So I didn't want to get a bunch of yarn in there anyway. I was looking kind of for certain colors basically, but it was extremely picked over, and they did not have hardly anything at all as far as yarn. So moved on and got the things we need, got out of there. And the riding in the car, and we were hot and we were tired. It was a long, long day, it felt like. So finally got home, and then I ended up spreading gravel out and getting that done, because it was supposed to rain overnight and whatnot. I thought, well, I need to go just put that down. So I got that done. So, but today has been insane, y'all. There's just things have transpired that I'm so over it. It's like, why? You know, do you ever have those moments where you're just like, why? Why has now this happened? Like, I don't know. So, you know, I just try to deal with stuff like the best that I basically can. But my whole day has just been strange. And then I had forgotten, like, so my husband, where he works at Honda Manufacturing, they're shut down for the entire week, that's fantastic. I mean, it's like having a vacation for him. He gets paid for it. So, but I knew he was off the week of 4th of July, but my brain wasn't connecting, because I knew today was June 30th. So I kept thinking he had to go to work. And then he's like, no, because it's all week, right? And then he's questioned, and I'm like, oh no, you're correct. Like, and he even went and looked at his sheet on the refrigerator, and I was like, no, I know that's right, because you were right. I had looked at that. So that kind of was a whole nother thing too, because I struggle when he's here during the day, because then it's like I have this routine, and I start having anxiety when I'm trying to do my thing, and then he's asking me about doing this, that, and whatever, or helping, let's do this, let's do that. And I'm just like, okay, but I have all this other stuff already planned, you know, to do. So yeah, that's fun. So yeah, I was very disappointed. I got no yarn at Hobby Lobby because they were closed. And then, you know, like I said, I really wasn't looking for a bunch of yarn at Dollar Tree, but I was disappointed that they didn't have more than they did anyway. So I did start these tops though, y'all. Okay. So this is what I have so far of one of them. I started 2 tops on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. I didn't start them I worked on them Sunday early. After all the other, I did not work on them because after we left on Sunday, and then all the rest of that day. So that's why I haven't gotten very far. But isn't this pretty? The top here is like the color eggplant. It's the Premier Home Cotton. This whole top is going to be cotton. The bottom is this. And this is actually the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby in the color Sunsetting, which is so pretty. So yeah, here's what I have so far. And this is the Dottie tank top by Cinnamon Stitches that I already made one of. So this I've got this one going, and this one's for me, and I've got another one going that is for me. So I'll show you that. So that one's cotton, but I have started this other one. This one is acrylic. So this one is, the red in this is Hobby Lobby DK weight yarn. And then you see the bottom there is actually the Dottie yarn that I got from Premier, and it's called Cotton Candy. And it's really pretty blue and red. Now this, the reason I chose these colors for this is because I'm wanting this top, y'all, for 4th of July. I've got to get this done. So I don't know. I might actually do a little crocheting tonight, but definitely tomorrow I need to be focusing on this other one. What I'm actually doing with both of these is like I'm doing whatever and catching up to where I'm at the same spot on both. So I'm doing them both at the same time. If I start getting crunched for time, though, I'll just work on this one and then I'll finish it to a point, you know. That's probably what I'll do. But here's the Premier, so you can see that. It's so pretty. And it definitely looks like Americana colors, basically. And I think it's so cute. So, yeah, I'm doing that. And then I want to start one, y'all, for my daughter in the same yarn. But I was going to have her, this part at the top, hers be blue. And then the same Cotton Candy Dottie yarn. So I will tell you, I have never used this Dottie yarn. Now, for one, it is thin, on the thin side, which is fine. And it's perfect because it's so warm, you know, and it's acrylic. So that's a really good thing. The other thing is, that's why I put it with this DK weight. I already had this laying out to make a top with this red, which I still have enough to make one of those tops because I just used a little of this. And actually all that's going to be left to go in red is like the straps. But so these go perfectly together because this is thin. But the other thing is, like I said, I had not used this before, so I was pleasantly, I'm not saying Premier's other, don't get me wrong now here before I say this, but this yarn is, oh my gosh, so like soft. It is, this is like way softer than Premier Basics. And I'm not saying that because I love the Premier Basics, but I'm telling y'all, this stuff here is like super soft, and I love it. I love it. It's supposed to be a 3 weight, but it's really, honestly, when I held this up to the red, they're just literally the DK weight and then the Dottie is like almost exactly the same. Very, very close. So I'm tickled with this. I've got to get started on my daughter's. Now, I would have started hers, but she was not here. So I didn't want to do like incorrect measurements. Because like when you start with this one, you know, you need to know where to go. And I need to sit down and do remeasurements of her essentially, because it did measurements last year, but she has grown an extreme amount since then. Like, she's a big old tall girl now. Her legs have really stretched out, and she's just growing up, you know. So I didn't want to make it like too big and too loose on her type of a thing. So I want to also start her top tomorrow. So I need to do that. And then, oh, the other 2 tops I made her, she loves them. But she still has not put them on yet. So I've got to get with her on that and have her get her to put those on so I can get some pictures and whatnot. She loves both of them. So that's like the best part. And I'm so like thrilled with that. She's really tickled with them. So the other thing, trying not to cough, y'all. I'm not going to do it. So earlier my husband was sitting here. This is when I was asking him, like, aren't you going to work? Because he was literally sitting right here. what he was sitting here doing, if you recall, I had the ball winder here and I was winding up that green hank. So it was still laying here and was a mess, and I didn't mess with that anymore. Y'all, he literally, he never, like, I never said nothing to him. I never asked him, you know, he didn't ask me. He sat down here and for probably like 2 hours, y'all, and not even joking, and straightened out that entire hank. And he balled up my yarn for me. He was having fun, y'all, playing with ball winder. Now, I'm gonna show you this, but he didn't do the best job, but we aren't going to tell him that, okay? So this is what I have. That's one of them. Yes, I know. Like I said, it's not the best job, but hey, you know. And then a little ball. So it's not the best job, but I have learned, okay? Don't complain that it's not the best job, okay? Because he did it, and I didn't have to. So, you know, that is like the best part. And now, like, I can turn around and add this onto that poncho and then get to the point where, guess what? I need to wind up more yarn because I need to get out the merino wool yarn from Premier, and then, you know, do the same thing. So I cannot complain at all about his job, like his work or whatever, because he did it and I didn't have to. So I am all for that. I'm all for that. So over the years, I'm really OCD, and it's really, and then being married to him, there was quite a few years, to be honest, where I was basically a single mom with just my son. And then I was with my daughter's dad, and that was brief, kind of, and well, like 4.5 years or whatever. But what I'm saying is, so there was another then stint in there where then I was a single mom with two kids. But I spent a lot of years on my own, and I like things done like a certain way because I'm OCD, and it's like cleaning and stuff, and I can't stand certain things. And I've had to learn how to curb this because it was really bad. It was really, really bad. And so then, you know, like when him and I were well together, and then after that, like first married, I had to learn to start channeling myself to tone it down and just like don't say nothing, because, and there are certain things like I don't want him doing, just plain and simple, because it's like I just want it done my way. But there are things I've really had to tell myself to release and give, and like, it's okay. It's okay. Because I don't do things perfectly either, and it doesn't mean I don't expect anyone to do anything perfectly. I don't do anything perfectly either. I mean, there's no such thing. But I've really had to learn to step back, and trust me, I still have moments, and it's hard for my husband at times because then it hurts his feelings, you know, and then he doesn't want to do anything. Like, so I really have to I don't know what it is I get over here, my nose itches. But I really have to curb myself at times, and just, it's like, and even with other things, I've had to tell myself it's okay, because I would mentally browbeat myself over, you know, what I didn't accomplish in a day. I have trouble with that even still, I'm going to be honest. But like, I try to give myself grace anymore, because I'm not perfect, and I'm not a daggone robot. Like, I'm not the Jetsons robot, you know. I can't operate like that. And I am actually a disabled woman, so That doesn't mean that I can't do stuff, but I need to, I need to take care of myself more so. So, anyway, yeah, I was really, really bad about beating myself up about stuff. And like I said, I have to watch doing that even still, because I may not accomplish all the things I wanted in the day. But what I told myself since then too, not only do I need to have grace with myself and try to do better with my own self-care, but like, it's okay, because look what you did accomplish, and be proud of the things that I did accomplish. Because I have doctors, like 2 of them, that have literally said to me, I don't know how you get out of bed in the morning, to be honest. Like, I don't know how you do it. I've had 2 different doctors of mine tell me that, and it's not real easy. The mornings are really, really rough. I need a good 2 hours to even become a little bit really functional, honestly. Meaning to leave my home and actually like just run down the street, even to the dollar store, and grab some. Because the pain is too bad. It's too great in the morning, and I need to sit and take my medication and drink my coffee, and I just need to do that and give my body time. From what I've read, that's a pretty common thing actually with arthritis. So, but to really feel better, I need like 3 hours. So I know when I have early morning appointments and stuff that I got to get up at X time to give myself at least 2 to 3 hours of time, like to just take care of all my needs in the morning, essentially, and that. So anyway, I am excited about these 2 tops. Hopefully they are done by the end of the week, but like I said, more than anything, I need this one to be done, because I really want to wear this come Friday. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell y'all before I go is, because this is a holiday week and my husband is home for the week, my videos could be very sporadic this week. There may not be a lot of crochet. I don't know. I'm not sure how this week is going to go, to be honest. I'm not certain. I do know we have plans on Friday to go somewhere, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Like, even if I finish the top, how I may end up showing y'all on Saturday or whatever. I want to do like some videoing at the place we're supposed to be going, providing all that works out. So we'll just have to see. I don't know how the week is going to go. Like I said, it's probably going to be sporadic, and I'll try to, as much as possible, like try to stay consistent, but it may be pretty hard this week. So just to let y'all know. But I do appreciate y'all so much for watching. I truly do appreciate that so very much. And I hope you have a great day or a great evening whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much again. Till next time. Bye now. And God bless.